Hacker. So today we're going to be showing you how to set up a Mad Hatter bot and what I do to kind of put priority on which coins I would work on first. So let's go ahead and switch over to my screen. Alright, so you can see a lot of the bots have been created. Initially, when I had did the one before with the roof and roof out, they're all there, but it's still deactivated. Those are for day trading, so if there is a buy signal, it'll fire off. But primarily now, on a bearish market right now, I'm setting up a lot of the Mad Hatter bots. Just kind of got 8 of them so far, I believe, and I'm just gonna continue to build on it over time. So the first thing I would do right now is just go over to Binance to see what other coins are available to trade on, and I trade on the Binance Ether pair. Eventually, once we have a decentralized exchange that's faster, hopefully Hotspot will create a bot for that, and then we can go from there. Because a lot of the Tether stuff might be crashing the market once that cracks down. So I've done most of this already. I think I've done 80 ELF, XLM. I think we have already. See XLM, it's already done. ADA, it's not done, but I think ADA was a little bit of a challenge to do. Cardano, but we'll do it anyway. We'll go ahead and give it a try. Let's do it earlier, and not all coins trade well. So if you don't get good results on a coin, it's okay. So let's go ahead and go to our custom bots, and let's go ahead and add a Mad Hatter bot. Now I'm gonna go through the same process. I think other coins I do way better on. ADA ETH. I'm gonna select my Binance account. ADA ETH. Add the bot. All right. So now that the bot has been added, just gonna scroll down and look for it. There it is. All right. And so ADA is currently at 41 cents. So based on that, I'm trading about $500 right now. So that means I'm going to change my coin position to uh, buy 288, and then I'll hit save, and I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into full screen and see what we need to do to adjust these settings. Alright, so looking at this, I like to just move the cell right below so it touches the graph, since a lot of them aren't touching right now. So let's go ahead and go to that. The cell signal, I'm going to lower that down to like 75 just so it kind of comes down just a little bit. Not quite yet. Let's go to 70. And now that it's barely touching, that's a good thing for me. So it's barely touching there, barely touching, barely touching. Okay, good. And then the minimum price change, I will set to 0 first. And then the minimum price change to sell, I use my spreadsheet to determine the price I need to sell it at. So I'm gonna pause real quick. Alright, so here's a spreadsheet. I'm gonna include this spreadsheet in the link button below this training. I think I have it as full access for editing, so don't change anything. Make a copy and copy into your own spreadsheet. If you do change it, it's gonna affect everyone else. I only made it editable so that you guys can access the equations, so that you don't have to kind of click it yourself, kind of thing. So it'll be accessible to you if I make it editable. If anything, if anyone messes it up, you might want to quickly check the check the history of the change under file and version history. See version history. If you see any new changes not by me, just revert back to it if you can. Would help. Okay, so let's go back to today. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is kind of look at common points of trade, heights that happen frequently. So this is one here that happened when it breaks the bottom boiler band and breaks the top boiler band. Uh, Basically the cycles and swings of it. Where can we actually make money frequently? So there's one, two, and This looks like a height, but it's a little longer height, 1 to 2 here. And eventually, there's really no, you know, right way or wrong way of doing things. It's just more of an art, and you just kind of pick one that looks common to you, and you just kind of go with it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this one here to that one, see what the height is, and usually there's a certain spread or margin on how much you can make from this. Okay, so I'm just gonna place my low marker here, and looking at this top, I'm gonna enter the low point lower, which is 43986. So I'm gonna type that in. Alright, 43986 right here, or 43986, yep. And then the high, I'm gonna pick this one here, 44234, okay. 44427. Okay, and add a zero here, and add a zero here. Alright, so looking at here, so I added 42986, 44427, and got rounded up. Basically, it's a price of 43, so we're trading on pennies here, okay? With fees and everything, you make $1 profit. So at 1%, this is what that trade is. Now, sometimes if the percentage is way below um, the trade fee, you're not profitable at that point. Okay, so it seems like it's trading 1% frequently uh, throughout the day. So let's go ahead and enter 1% there for a max trade to sell. And everything on this looks good. Let's go ahead and start a back test, and then we'll make some adjustments after the back test, after we get our initial amount. Now I always do 2 weeks the maximum, because I'm looking for long-term ROI. I don't like to just jump back in and out all the time. And see what the revenue is. It's 1.23%. That's fine. And what we want to do is, once we find something good, we want to do a little bit of a screenshot on it, and see if we can improve it. So you can use Jing.com or Snagit or something like that. So I'll go ahead and now untick that, back test it again, see if that improves anything. Now when you're not in the full screen mode, you have to make sure you save it manually every time, okay? And sometimes on the first one, it takes a little while to load the stuff. Alright, so that made it lose money. I'm not gonna play with this one. Just put that back then. Save it again. There. Reset the middle. Save. Make sure I save it again. So we're back at 1%. What was the first one? See, I don't remember the first one anymore. So let's see this without it. So this is 1.07%. 1.0714%. Not much of a difference. So if it's not much of a difference, what I would do is just leave it on. It's better to have it than not have it. So I'm going to do a quick screenshot with my Jing so I can get the settings, because we don't have photographic memories, but we do with Jing. So move that aside. Alright, so let's take that out, save it, back test it, and that, it didn't like that, so let's go ahead and put that back, save, and indicator consensus, save that, back test it. 1.8%, so that's it, way better. So I'm gonna screenshot this again. So as it improves, we screenshot more and more until we get the best configuration. So that way you don't have to be a expert trader or anything. You just have to be able to do the back test, which is the time consuming part. Okay, so let's go ahead and move that aside. Alright, so we're gonna keep that setting, and then the next thing I test is the MA type. So starting from the very bottom at WMA, save, backtest. Okay, 1.47. This not didn't do as good. Trima. And as far as what does those types of things, I don't know. 1.842. Nope, not as good. Tima, save. Now we do have a spreadsheet that you'll get access to, and there are ones where I've gotten over 80% ROI on it, but it's for a different coin. So if anything, I don't know why Cardano's like this. Maybe just the nature of it all, it doesn't move very much. So who knows? It might be going through a bunch of triangle type of things, and it might be building up pressure and energy before it gets released. Estimate is what we started with. But Mama, nothing there. Oh, 8.45. Okay, that was a little bit better. 8.45. So I will screenshot that. Was this Mama comma? Mama. Okay. Okay, that's the best one. So in 2 weeks, it only made two trades on the 18th, or the four trades. So let's see here, comma 1.83. No, no, that's good. EMA. And first did this last time. I think the best I got was 5%, but this market could have changed. But so this is 1.839, not as good. And one last one, Dima. I think Dima might have done the best. Who knows? Let's see. 2 weeks. 1.8398. Alright. So there it is, 8398. Now what I would also do is kind of mess with these settings here. I always kind of try zero and see if it does anything different. And that's not a good thing. You lose a lot more. So, and I'll put a 1/4% up and down. So 0.75, and I'll do a 1.25 to see if increasing it makes it any better. 3%. Okay, so if I went low, I got 3%, which is an improvement. So maybe I'll go slightly lower. Okay, let me try the other spectrum, 1.25. That was good too, but not as good. So similar, so it seems less than 1% seems to be working better. So let's go 0.5%. Once you get down to 0.2%, then you're breaking even with the trade fees. So just be aware of that. 2.2. Alright, so maybe 0.75. So even though we calculated it, 0.75 seems to be the best. So we'll kind of go a little bit finer now. Between that, let me just go 0.1. So let's go 0.1 up and 0.1 down. So 85. to change 2.9. Don't forget the screenshot. 75, 2.94, 2.94, about the same. Alright, so I'm just gonna put it to wait, did it save? 2.94. Alright, so usually if I get a pair that's underperforming, let's say the rest are getting 75%, I mean 30%, and then the one I got was really low, I probably won't run this bot. At least I know it's already been made and this is the best I can do. So I probably won't run this one, because why would I have my money stuck on a 3% bot when it could be trading at 30%. So I'll leave this deactivated, and then I'll end this video and I'll do one again where hopefully I get better results. So don't expect every coin to do well, but at least we have multiple coins to monitor at high percentages. Okay, all right, thanks.